Jack Spencer here. This is my second video, Practical Golf for All. I don't know if you saw my first one. It just went over some pretty rudimentary basic things like the grip. As I said, I think most people could probably benefit with a little stronger grip. And went over like balance, weight transfer, like no swaying, back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot. So the one thing I see mostly in slicers that they have a real problem with, and slicing is the bane of most golfers, is, again, I went over it in the first one, that your shoulder tilt. You need to tilt this shoulder. You don't swing it horizontally, you tilt it. And if you tilt that shoulder, your backswing probably is going to be, close to where you want to have it. If you do this horizontal thing, that's when you're going to take it back way too far inside, and from here the only thing you can do is go over it. So, if you got that shoulder tilt down pretty well, but you're still struggling to square the face, to get rid of that banana ball, you might be fanning it on your backswing, even going back here, like rolling it that way, so that the back of your hand's kind of pointing towards the ceiling, fanning it. A quick fix for that is you just want to keep the club face looking at the ball as you go back. If you even feel like you may roll your wrists a little bit that way instead of that way, just keep the club face going. And if you do that, it should really make squaring the face at the ball easier. Now, with a slice, the thing everybody hates, the slice, the big banana ball. You have to understand there's two reasons for a slice. One of two, or both. Well, no, one of two. You're either coming across the ball from the top like that, cutting it, and that ball, for me, a right-handed golfer, would start out well left, and then kind of work its way back to your target. You lose a lot of distance, but as long as it slices, you're probably not going to lose your ball. The second thing, and you see this in better players, is like a push slice, where they'll come in and they'll have a nice inside attack to the ball, but the face is not square. Now, that ball will start out right, and it'll go further right. And depending on how fast you swing, it can go a lot further right. That is actually a more simple fix. That just means that your club face is not square. Your club path is good. It's coming from the inside angle of attack. But your club face is still open. Quick fix for that, strengthen your grip a little bit. If you still can't square it, if it's starting straight or a little bit to the right and going further right, then make sure your club face is still kind of staring down at the ball on your backswing. You have to actually close it a little bit to do that. Not a bad thing at all. If you start hooking it too bad, just quit doing that. So, the push slice is a good club path. It's an open face. The pull type slice, the coming across it, that's a bad club path, and that's a little bit harder to correct. But I think you'll be able to do that if you understand and remember that you don't turn horizontally, you turn at an angle, whatever angle works for you. That should really help with that. But the one good thing about this is I'm not worried about a whole lot of positions and things like that. I'm telling you that you can let your ball tell you what's going on if you just pay a little bit of attention. And that's what I constantly mean by playing golf and not playing golf swing. So if you're jerking it left, if you're a right-handed player, you're jerking it left and it's banana balling back into the fairway, that's a club path problem. And that's when you want to look at your shoulder turn and basically your backswing. You want to avoid getting here and then doing that. the second thing is, you know, the push fade, and that's a good club path. It's just your face isn't squaring. But if you watch your ball flight a little bit, you can learn from it and teach yourself. It's simple. It's either a face or a club path. It's golf. The ball's stationary. It's not moving until you hit it. So those were the things that I don't like to get too technical with this, because I'm hoping that if somebody actually watches these videos, and you know, I don't make any money from this. I mean, please, if you like them, you know, tell your friends, hit like or share or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not making any money for this. It's simply my way of trying to give back a little bit after playing this game for almost 60 years. That you know, to cut through some of the mumbo jumbo that I see constantly on the internet. So learn a little bit from your shot. You know, if it starts right and it goes right, your club path is good. Your club face is open. If it starts left, if you're right-handed, again, this is for a right-handed golfer. If it starts left and banana ball's back, your club path is not good. And depending on how much it bananas, your club face could be, you know, square or open. If it's shut, it won't banana back in. It'll probably be a dead pull. So think a little bit. When, you know, if I went to a driving range and I saw you there and I said to you, hey, you know, I'll give you an hour lesson, $200, and I guarantee you at the end of that hour, you won't be able to hit the ball at all. Would you look at me and say, oh, 200 is not enough for that, let me pay you 300? No, you'd think I was an idiot, and I would be. But you see this so much with lessons that people are getting, you know, these guys pound into them about body positions and technical, you know, club face positions and all this kind of stuff, and that's golf swing. That's not playing golf. You need to let your natural, if you let some of your natural abilities just take over, you'll swing it pretty well, and you certainly won't miss the ball. So, I wanted to talk today about slicing on this video, because that's a lot of people's problem. And remember, a pull slice, a pull comes back kind of where your target, that's a club path problem. A push slice or a push fade even, that club path is right where you want it to be. You just need to square the face a little bit more. So, hope that helps. Thank you. And I'm not going to post a bunch of these, but if you like them, please say you do. Thank you.